want to say one thing to the American people. I want you to listen to me. I'm going to say this again. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky. I never told anybody to lie, not a single time, never. These allegations are false, and I need to go back to work for the American people. Thank you. Indeed, I did have a relationship with Miss Lewinsky that was not appropriate. In fact, it was wrong. It constituted a critical lapse in judgment and a personal failure on my part for which I am solely and completely responsible. I misled people, including even my wife. I deeply regret that.
Does Bill Clinton think we're stupid? Does the Democrat Party think we are stupid? You have former President Bill Clinton coming out in 2020 to speak at the Democrat National Convention. And he has the audacity to talk about how one should conduct themselves in the Oval Office. This actually makes my blood boil. This makes me so upset, and it makes me sad at where we're at, that we are living in a time where people who are running the Democrat Party, these big politicians, the media at large, think that we don't have a brain. We have video footage to prove it. I just showed it. This man is a liar. He did not hesitate to lie to the American people repeatedly. He actually had the audacity to act irritated when he was accused of misconduct, of sexual misconduct in the Oval Office, when in fact he was guilty.
Can you tell the grand jury what is tricky about the question? Did anyone other than your attorneys ever tell you?
No, there's nothing. I'm just telling. I have explained. I will now explain for the third time, sir. I was being asked a number of questions here. I was struggling to remember them. There were lots of things that had gone on during this time period that had nothing to do with Monica Lewinsky.
The only reason he ever came out and admitted it was because there was proof, there was hard scientific evidence that he could not deny. This is not someone you can trust. This is someone who was in a position of authority, a position of power. He was voted in good faith by the American people, and he broke that trust. Let me tell you something. If my significant other cheated on me, okay, he would be gone in a heartbeat. He would be gone in a heartbeat. And I think what people fail to realize is it's not just about cheating on your spouse. It's not just about that. He was cheating at work, in the Oval Office, in the people's house. The lack of respect is so disheartening. But it's 2020, you guys. I mean, that was a long time ago, right? So he comes out and speaks to the American people about how one should act in the Oval Office.
At a time like this, the Oval Office should be a command center. Instead, it's a storm center. There's only chaos. Just one thing never changes: his determination to deny responsibility and shift the blame. The buck never stops there.
Pictures recently came out showing Bill Clinton with one of Epstein's victims, showing him on the plane, one of Epstein's planes. If you watched the whole documentary about Epstein, there was a very convincing eyewitness, a man who worked on the island, who said he saw, plain as day, Bill Clinton on the island. Yeah, I'm not going to get into that story because I will probably be banned here on YouTube, but it's very interesting. I encourage you to learn about it. the bottom line is Clinton has been connected with sexual misconduct, inappropriateness for pretty much his whole career, his whole life. It's nothing new, but they think we're stupid, like I said. Fortunately, the majority of us are not stupid. There's still a lot of people who use their brain, and we see through this a lot of what comes out of the Clintons' mouths is really, I would probably say 90% false at this point. It's just such a crock of you know what, and it just makes me so irritated because people are still falling for it. People still believe that these people have their best intentions at heart. When Bill Clinton and all these other liberal politicians talk about minorities and the black community and the Hispanic community and women, what they're really trying to say is we care about these people, the Republicans don't, which couldn't be further from the truth. It really couldn't. This is evil. This is evil right here, plain as day. The policies that these people are putting forth, that Bill Clinton is behind, they're not talking about the policies. They're just talking a bunch of BS. Oh, we need to get the economy back on track. The economy was the best economy we had probably ever. African American, black unemployment was the lowest it had ever been. Give me a break. Okay? This pandemic happened and caused havoc on our economy. So stop. Just stop. We are not dumb. What policies, Bill Clinton, do you support? What are you endorsing here exactly? Because to me, it sounds like you're saying us good, Trump bad, when you in fact are quite bad yourself. You're a proven liar. You are a proven manipulator. Just because you're smart with your fancy degrees doesn't mean you're a good person. Just because when you were younger, a lot of people thought you were good looking and you went out and you played the saxophone and you had quote unquote charisma, even though I never saw it. Just because of that doesn't mean you can get away with being evil. You are supporting Biden and Harris, the two most anti-pro-life people on a presidential ticket ever. Ever. They are behind allowing women to kill their babies, to abort their babies in the 3rd trimester. Fully formed babies. That's what they're behind. Kamala Harris blocked, very enthusiastically I might add, blocked a ban of abortions past 20 weeks. We're not talking about women who have severe medical conditions where their life is at risk, which accounts for such a small amount of women. We're talking about healthy women, healthy babies who have all the potential in the world. And Kamala Harris and Joe Biden think that those babies, if the mother deems, I don't have the time, I don't want one anymore, those lives are invaluable, they're pointless, they're useless, and let's support the mother, let's celebrate this. That is who Bill Clinton is saying is the good side. No, He can hide behind all his fancy words all he wants, but I see right through this, and I know so many of you see right through this. We need to stand up for what's right, because history, this is history in the making, and I want to be on the right side of history. We will be judged at some point in the future by God, by all the above. We will be judged. And the way you treat your most vulnerable is a reflection on you as a society, you as human beings, and you and your morals. And these people are just so gosh darn evil. I hope you see right through it, because I do. I really want to hear what you guys have to say. This channel is for open debate. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think. I used to be a liberal, and then I woke up. God showed me the light. Thank God. I am so grateful for that every single day. I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.
If you want a president who defines the job as spending hours a day watching TV and zapping people on social media, he's your man. Denying, distracting, and demeaning works great if you're trying to entertain or inflame. But in a real crisis, it collapses like a house of cards.